Most respected, dear family members, my pranams to you. Today I would like to give a simple message, a series of simple messages to the parents. I would like to inform the parents that we Indians were brought up in Indian culture, whether you are a Hindu, Christian or Muslim, or you are lenient towards leftist ideology or rightist ideology or ideology connected with any political parties and so on. But it is our bound duty, it is our dharma to see that our children are nurtured to become great and also to become good. You may be knowing that out of the 7 days in a week, 5 working days, your children are spending about 7 hours each working day in the school, and 17 hours they are spending with you. Whatever you have to give from your home, whatever values we have to give to our children, whatever dharmic knowledge we have to give to our children, you or I cannot expect that this knowledge will be given by the teachers from the school. The teachers will be focusing more on the subject-based, syllabus-based teaching, whereas you can spend more time on teaching them the values in the life. You have to teach them the values through messages, the values through experiences of great people and also the experiences of yours. You have to teach them the values through stories. And messages, experiences and stories are the 3 highways through which you can teach our children the values of life. We have to teach them the values right from the age of 3. You can give them messages, experiences and stories in the simplest possible way right from the age of 3. And when they become about 6 and 7, they will be asking you questions. When they start asking questions politely and with all simplicity, without arrogance and anger, you have to answer their questions. They are asking the questions mainly for knowing, due to curiosity and enthusiasm, to understand, to analyze, to evaluate the points what you are giving to them. And when they reach the age of 6 and 7, they will be asking the questions. And when they reach 9, 10, they will start slightly opposing your viewpoint. They may not agree everything whatever you are telling. They may reject some of the points that you are putting forth for them. That is the nature's rule, not that they are doing it intentionally. It is the nature which give them rational, logical and scientific approach in the life, which make them reject some of the points what you are telling. And when they reach the age of 13, 14 and 15, they will become literally rationalist or radicalist, or to some extent atheist also. They may not take anything what you are telling. And many a times the parents start advising their children at the age of 13, 14 and 15, thinking that now it is the correct time to advise and guide our children. Wrong. The time when you start giving them the advice and guidance, that will be too late, that they will be rejecting outright whatever you are giving. So it is your duty to start giving them messages, experiences and stories right from the age of 3, that too casually, that too not systematically, that too in the leisure time as a joke, just chit-chatting, spending the time, or doing some garden work, or simply traveling in the car, or at the time of running or joking or paper reading and so on. You can show them the external world through the TV. You can show them the stories or the cinema movie part by part whenever they are watching the TV. Tell them how to take good from the TV. Tell them how to take good from whatever they are listening. Tell them how to take the good from whatever people are discussing. And also guide them how to think, how to analyze, how to justify, how to take good even from bad. So listening, watching, discussing and thinking, after that whatever good they and you are getting, try to practice little by little every day, right from the first breath till the last breath. Life is a process of learning. The learning should be systematic and custommatic. The good messages that you are getting, you should practice in your life. When you practice it in your life, you have got the full authority, you have got the responsibility, and then only you have got the privilege to tell your children what you are practicing in your life. You should not become a drunkard. You should not become a cigarette smoker. You should not become a non-vegetarian. Then only you can tell your children that don't drink, don't smoke, and then only you can tell your children to become a good vegetarian. These three things are very good, and teach them that small diseases or illness, these are all part of life. For necessary and unnecessary things, many a times the parents takes the children to the hospital and give him the impression that any minor problem in the body that needs health checking and testing and wasting money and eating so many type of drugs, which are majority of which are poisonous, and so many injections. These have become the part of so-called scientific society. When you are not doing well, it is not that you have to become seriously ill by eating so many tablets. Some of the health problems the nature gives for us for strengthening our body. So these are all the attitudes that we have to build in our children, and tell them the truth and make them tell truth. You be punctual and make them also punctual. You be sincere and make them sincere. You be devoted and make them devoted in their life. You be devoted and let them also become dedicated. What you are not, you cannot make them. And what you are, you can try to make them what you are. So give them a target to become great. Also give them a target to become good. Whatever you are giving in the early childhood, that will be retained in the mind, and teach them so many proverbs. The meaning of the proverbs also. Teach them Vedic mantras, the prayer, the slokas, Upanishadic message, little by little. Never think that their brain cannot take such type of thing. Their brain is much more refined and clean than our brain. They can take anything and that will be retained in the brain, and for the long life, all whatever is taken in the early days, that will become very useful for them. Whatever is learned in the childhood will be retained a longer period than whatever you are taking when you are 16, 17 or 18. Teach them all the experiences in Ramayana and all the messages of Ramayana in the simplest possible way. Teach them the Mahabharata stories. Teach them the messages given in Mahabharata. Teach them the experiences given in Mahabharata. And also remember that many Puranic stories are good. Never justify superstitions. Give them scientific, rational and logical way the messages. Let them think of their own, but don't become the so-called pseudo-secularism. If be a proud Hindu, tell them that we are Hindus. World over, we are the only people who prayed Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. We are the only people who prayed Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Our prayer and our explanation was not like only my God is correct, only my pathway is correct, only my book is correct, only my religion is correct. Wherever correct and good things are available, allow them to take, give them a broader mind to take good, but make them proud of being an Indian, make them proud of being a Hindu. Hinduism, Hindu Dharma is the only religion which preaches good for everyone. So our heritage, Indian heritage, Bharat Mata ki heritage, that will be that are being accepted everywhere in the world. So teach as much as the past from India, the present of India, and also future of India. At least once in a day you sit with the children, once in every day sit with the children and take the lunch, dinner or breakfast together. Bless them putting your right hand on your brain, on their brain or head, and remember that you tell frequently, at least once in twice in a year, I feel so happy and proud that I got a son like you, I got a girl daughter like you. Make them feel that they are proud of you, and it is your duty to see that they are brought up as a good citizen of India, good family member and a good society member. You do social work and involve them also in social work. That gives them great opportunity to expand their mind, to open their mind. That gives them opportunity to find out, to understand the pleasures and the pains in the society. And whenever you are working in the society, what we used to say, the negatives in our mind will be washed out, because the society you can see vivid varieties of problems. When we think that only we have got problem, that problem is the greatest problem. When we know that problems are there everywhere in the society, then our duty will become the solving the problem that is faced by, problems solved by, problems faced by others. And at the time of solving others' problem, our mind will get accustomed with the feeling that our problems are far simpler than the problems faced by others. The moment your mind is refined, the moment you know that problems are there for everyone in this world, then majority of the problems will automatically get erased off. And when we think only about ourselves, then only the problem comes. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has told, Uddhared Atman Atmanam. Tell your children that it is their bound dharma to elevate themselves. It is their dharma to elevate their family. It is their dharma to elevate the society and the nation. Na Atmanam Avasadayet. Tell them that they should not denigrate themselves. They should not belittle themselves. They should not degrade themselves. And they should not degrade, belittle or denigrate their family, society and nation. Atma iva hyatmano bandhuhu. Tell them that they themselves are their own friend and nearest relative. They are their own relatives, the family's relative, the society's relative and the nation's relative. Atma iva ripuratmana. If not properly utilized, your own children, they will become enemy for themselves. They will become the enemy for the family and society plus nation. So remember that it is the duty of your children to elevate themselves and never denigrate themselves, and keep the feeling that they themselves have to improve by themselves. Never should behave like an enemy for themselves. Lord Krishna has told Yajnarthat karmanonyatra logoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samajara. You teach them how to perform their duty, how to perform, undertake their responsibility, and how to enjoy their privilege with an ajna bhava, a mind of giving and not taking, that you are giving to others, you are offering to others, you are supporting others, and you are making others' life happy. When you make others' life happy, when you give support to them, you know that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Automatically you will be getting the support from others. So it is your duty, dear parents, to give them all whatever needed for your children. Do not think that when the teachers will be giving them all the values in the life, they may be giving them the so-called values rejected by Americans, American children, American parents. American society is moving towards Indian culture and Indian knowledge, knowingly or unknowingly, where values are more prominent than the so-called modern knowledge. Life is the experience of living. It is not preparation for living. So it is your duty to see that you give whatever is needed for your children. And according to CBSE syllabus or ICSE syllabus or state government syllabus, they are teaching the children that Aryans came to India and we are not really originals of India, and we are outsiders came here. This is the theory created and made by the Westerners. Our children were taught that all the theorems are discovered by the Westerners. All the scientific contributions and technological contributions were given by the Westerners to India. These are absolutely lie, or is giving an 100% wrong understanding to the children. So whenever your children is learning in CBSE or ICSE or state syllabus, let them learn that whatever is needed for getting the mark for the examination. But it is your duty to give them the correct knowledge. Nothing like Aryan invasion occurred here. Nothing like English people gave us all the good things. Nothing like India did not have any science and technology. India had variety of scientific and technological knowledge, majority of which got destroyed by the English people. And they might have done it for their sake, for showing their superiority. And unfortunately, the rulers of India followed their pathway. Our prime ministers told that in India we do not have any science and technology, we have to depend exclusively on the West. This type of wrong understanding, this type of blunt daylight lies and other non-factual things should never get penetrated into the mind of our children. They should feel proud of India. They should feel proud of Bharat Mata. They should proud to say that I am a Hindu, I am a Sanatana Dharma follower. When world over people are following our Dharma, when world over our Veda mantras are becoming the world heritage, when world over people are taking our Aikamatya Sukta, the Sukta of unity, as the message for all the nations in the world, when world over people are taking Ayurveda, world over people are following Yoga, Bhagavad Gita as the book for the most modern management, and Sanskrit as the language of most refined nature, and our Vedic mathematics, our music, our dance, and our family system, our food items, these are all being taken by the Westerners as that they are taking the check from the treasury. Compulsory, I request you that your children should learn Sanskrit. Some spoken Sanskrit will not take a long time. You teach them all the values, some Indian music. At least your children should be well versed in one of the heritage subject, either Sanskrit or music or dance or yoga or something connected with Ayurveda, something connected with family relationship, something connected with your own mother tongue. Teach them as many languages as possible, and they will definitely learn English language, and automatically they will be learning Hindi language. Never give up your mother tongue. It is the best time for teach them the mother tongue, Hindi, English, and as many Indian languages as possible, because later on they may not get the opportunity to learn these languages in the childhood. Learning in the childhood will be taking lesser time than the time taken in when you are becoming grown up. So whatever I wanted to convey you, teach about your family and teach a good family relationship. Teach the Veda mantra like Sahana Vavadu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai. The messages of Veda mantras. Let them listen Veda mantras. Let them learn the music therapy. Let them learn yoga. And also remember, you spend some time with them. You motivate your children, encourage your children, bless your children, guide your children, and you find time for listening to their problems. You give a polite, simple solution for your children's problem. If you are not giving the solution, remember that later on nobody will be giving them the solution for their problems. And make them strong enough to face the negatives in the society. Inform them that there are positives and negatives in the society. There will be happiness and sorrow, life and death, failure and success, income and expenditure. There will be smiling and crying. There will be all type of positives and all type of negatives in the life. The prayer should be that each and every one should become stronger and stronger when they are facing the life. It is not that the God should give everything to us. God is not sitting as a judge. God is not sitting as the minister of finance. God is not the lottery agent also. God's responsibility as the nature's ruler is, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction to be experienced by the actor. If you and your children do good, they will definitely be getting good thing. All the Indian messages are for making the mind good and making the thoughts good, making the action good, making the result good, and making the reward good. So mind improvement means thoughts improvement. Thoughts improvement means action improvement. When action is improved, result will be improved. So whenever we have to make our children good and great, teach them some words, some proverbs like all the committee members shining are not gold, and barking secretary will not bite, biting vice president will not bark. These are all the proverbs which should be converted into day-to-day messages. Whatever you are teaching them, first you understand it thoroughly, scientifically, logically, rationally. Then you teach your children. They will become good and great. Don't think that the school authorities, don't think that the modern education system will give them everything needed. Whenever you have to see that the plant, the tree is growing, don't try to put water on the leaves or crown. You have to put water, you have to put the fertilizer in the root of the tree. If you are putting the root of the tree, it will be taken by the tree and the tree will be growing. And all good things, whatever you expect from your children, first you practice in your life. Then only you advise them. You get early in the morning. You sit in the bed and pray for about 30 seconds. You touch the floor and do bhuvandana. Early morning you take bath. Minimum 10 minutes early morning you should pray. And you should light the lamp and do 5 Surya Namaskaras. and keep a pleasant face and mind. Problems are there for everybody. Switch on Veda mantra every day, morning and evening in your family. Positively watch Shankara TV. There are excellent items in the morning and evening on Hindu Dharma and Indian heritage in the TV. If you do not have time to go to the temple and listen to Bhagavata, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Veda, these are all now available in the television. Switch on early morning these good messages, the discourses, the Vyayama, the yoga, all these things. And Shankara TV gives morning to evening so many good darshanas. I am not focusing only on Shankara. If good channels are there, then you watch that TV morning and make your mind fresh, make your thoughts fresh, and like this I am sure that you and your family can create heaven in this world itself. There is no heaven above the sky, there is no hell below the earth. We create our own heaven, we create our own hell, which cannot be created. Heaven cannot be created by offering money to God. God is beyond taking money. God is not MLA or MP doing everything for you by taking money. We are offering money to the temple for Panja Mahayajna, Deva Yajna, Rishi Yajna, Buddha Yajna, Pitri Yajna, Manisha Yajna, and so on. It is not for getting us the benefit from the God by giving us some money. And these type of rational thinkings are needed. And luxury should be minimized. It does not mean that you should lead a luxurious life. It should be minimized. Help old age people, sick people, hungry people, and also orphans. And create such a culture in your children also. I am sure that your family will become a great family and also a good family. Never expect anything in return whenever you are doing devoted services. Whenever you expect something in return, then only problem comes that you did not get, sometimes you may not get whatever you are expecting from others. With these words, I would like to express my deepest gratitude and would like to tell you that whatever I have told, listen it, and whatever you have learned, you teach others also. These messages of Indian heritage, these messages of Bharat Mata, these messages of Vedas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Purana, adoptable and adaptable in the 21st century, should reach millions of Indians, because the modern life is cumbersome life, confusing life, conflicting life, problematic life. So for bringing our children out of the problems that they may be facing, it is better to give everything now itself. Stitch in time saves nine. So give them whenever they are children. They will be interested in listening you. Give them the messages in the polite, simplest, sweet words, experiences of people, and also stories. This will take them to a great level. And remember that M.T. Vasudevan Nair, who got Jnanapeedam award, said he got Jnanapeedam exclusively because of the messages given to him by his mother and grandmothers. I tell your messages will take them to Jnanapeedam award also. With these words, I express my gratitude to you, pranams to you. Make you, your family and children great and good. Thank you very much.